Hey guys, this is Chris from Empire Bricks and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars set review. So tonight we're having a look at set 9492, the TIE Fighter. It was released in 2012. It comes with 413 pieces, has 4 minifigures, and it retailed for $54.99 in dollars and $49.99 in euros. Um, this is an iconic ship, a must-have for any Imperial army. But before we have a look at the TIE Fighter, let's start with the minifigures first. 4 of them in this set, so let's start with the first one. And this is an Imperial officer. This is also why I selected him as first. He is the highest in rank. And he has some basic printing. It's a standard uniform. No leg printing. That's a little bit of a shame, but didn't happen too often in 2012. So no biggie. He does have the insignia markings, the stuff that really makes him an officer. You can always see high-ranked officers have these red and blue pattern on their chest. Looking at the back, it's just a really simple printing. So this is kind of a basic minifigure. His face is also not that special, but I guess it's okay. His hat is also a little bit basic, so not the greatest minifigure, but it's always a good thing to add some officers to your army. And if anything, this guy is unique to this set to this day, so he is a unique minifigure, and that's always nice to get. Next up is, of course, the TIE Fighter pilot. No TIE Fighter without a pilot. This guy is exactly how you would recognize him in the movies. I love the look on the helmet. It's a little bit hard to see with all the black reflecting, but he has some machinery going on his front piece. Also a little bit of a leg print, which is nice. So that's great to see. Going to the back, it's just a simple line pattern that we know from other pilots. His helmet is really cool. He has the 2 Imperial insignias on his helmet and the iconic downward smirk that all stormtroopers have. Looking underneath, we see Angry Clone, which is incorrect, as we all know. They are not clones, but no biggie, because it's under the helmet, and that's not a problem. This guy is not unique to this set. He is in one other set. I believe it's the Imperial V-Wing, but still only 2 sets you get this guy in. So pretty cool to have him. Next up is a Death Star crew. So I think we can assume that this is a TIE Fighter that is stationed at the Death Star, which is pretty cool. I think hangar bay stuff like that. This guy also has some basic printing, but this is, I guess, the case for all Imperial troopers and officers. They just have quite neatly made uniforms, and that makes for quite simple printing. No leg printing for this guy, though. He does have some... Well, he has no back printing at all. I thought he had some back printing, but so that's a really simple minifigure. He does come with the iconic Death Star helmet. He comes with a cool face print, and if we take off the helmet, we can actually see that he has a really cool secondary face. So cool, in fact, that I will turn it around and make it his first face, his primary face. So this looks absolutely awesome, and I've checked it, and this guy is also unique to this set. And I believe it's because of this double-sided face. So this is a really cool minifigure with the head turned this way. And he comes with a medium-sized blaster, being the only armed personnel in this set. And last, but definitely not least for this set, is an astromech droid. And this is R5J2. And he is an Imperial astromech droid. And he has this shiny black look with kind of gold orange metallic printing on the front, very much like R2D2, but he does not come with the iconic round head. He has more of this cone shaped head with the gold printing on top. That's really cool. No back printing though. That's a little bit of a shame, but still, this is an awesome astromech droid. He is also unique to this set to this day, and I'm really happy to have him in my collection. So, having had a look at all the minifigures, let's have a look at the set itself. like I said, this is an iconic set. It's a must-have. It's the TIE Fighter, and I already own the First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter, and it's much newer, so I understand it's more sturdy and more detailed and stuff. But I still think this set, it just looks great. It's an amazing set. Try to give you a good upfront look, but it has all the shapings of an original TIE Fighter. I love the work with all the slopes. Let's see if I can show you guys with this over here, all these sloped pieces that just lock together and make one nice shape. I really love how they did that. And also, this set comes with some printed pieces. So the canopy piece is a printed piece. See if I can get a little bit more light over here. Yeah, so this is a printed piece, but it's quite standard. We've seen it in different sets. Then on the top here is another printed piece, this dish piece. And on both sides of the wings are these pieces, making 4 in total. This is the other side, pretty much the same as you might expect. And this set has no stickers, so that's great. No stickers, lots of printed pieces, iconic design. It's a really good set. But if we get down to the functionality, it is a little bit of a downer. So let me first move these minifigures out of the way, so we can have a look a little bit more closely to the features of this set. I'll just put it here so you can see a little bit of lighting. It's pretty hard to review because the wings create so much shadow in between that it's hard to pinpoint anything. But one functionality, of course, is that you can put the TIE Fighter pilot inside, and this works by opening up the canopy like this, and it's attached to the roof. Bring it a little bit closer. There is this trans red grill piece over here, I guess symbolizing some sort of a control panel of sorts. But the problem with this is that the cockpit piece is attached with just one inverted round tile, and the mechanism here, the hinge piece, is quite heavy, as you can see, and it tends to break off like this. Of course, if you want it to break off, it won't. But this piece tends to let loose, and then this breaks off. But it works overall pretty fine, and there's room for one minifigure. If you have seen the review of the First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter that I did, you know that that's a 2-seater plane. So there's one in the back, one in the front. This one only has a seat in the front, so all the other figures are meant to be on the ground as support crew. So putting the figure in is one functionality. Looking at the front again, there is 2 flickfire missiles, as you can see over here. So that's another functionality, but if you have a good look, you can see that this is almost impossible to hit, because you'll rather hit this or this and not this. So you actually have to push them out, but also pushing them out while holding the ship is really, really hard to do. And I'm pretty sure that you'll hit just as much as any regular stormtrooper with this ship, because it's just impossible to shoot those flickfire missiles. So at the beginning of this review, I also said that I didn't expect this ship to be as sturdy as the newer TIE Fighter, the First Order version. But still, the set is from 2012. I know it's already 5 years ago, but I did expect a little bit more sturdiness from this set. So especially these bar pieces tend to let loose pretty fast. As you can see, it just lets go because it's just attached with a single stud, attached to a stud over here in the corner, and this piece over here is supposed to go underneath the wedge piece over there, but it's all very, very loosely done, so they break off extremely easily. And as you can see, maybe I should get it over here, but this one doesn't actually attach to any studs. It's just underneath. Just going to attach it over here, and then the wedge piece is placed on top of that, but it's only attached by this corner piece over here. You can actually take it out if you wanted to. So that's kind of a design flaw in my opinion. Also, I think the wings are attached, not too sturdy. As you can see, it's quite wobbly, and for kids, if you play around, I think it will just, the wings will let go pretty easily, and if the wings drop, they'll break. I can guarantee you that. So, having said that, it's still a pretty awesome set. It comes with 3 unique minifigures, and that is something that we don't see a lot in sets, in this $55 price range. So overall, I would say that this is still a great set, and if you have an Imperial Army, this is a set that you have to get. I know it's not in stores anymore, it's retired, but try to get your hands on it through Bricklink or anywhere else, eBay maybe, because this is a must-have for any fan of the Empire. But having said that, I think the biggest pros of this set are definitely that it's an iconic ship, no stickers, printed pieces, looks great, and has unique minifigures. But the downside is there's almost no functionality, and it's a little bit wobbly in some places. So a little bit of a design flaw, but as a display piece, this is just amazing. So guys, I really hope you like this review. It's an iconic set. Please go get it if you like the Empire. If you like this review, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you at the next video.